Every sound is a vibration, and every vibration is the beginning of a journey. Some brands build engines, some brands build machines, but a few brands go beyond that. They build motion for the soul. This is the story of one of them. This is the story of Yamaha. The year is 1887. In Japan, in the Shizuoka region, a small repair workshop receives an unusual request. A local school has a broken Western-style organ. They need someone to fix it. Japan is just beginning to discover Western music. For most people, this instrument is strange, foreign, and mysterious. But for the man who accepts the job, it is an opportunity. His name is Torakusu Yamaha. He does not simply repair the organ. He takes it apart, piece by piece. He studies every detail, every mechanism, every vibration. And then he builds one of the first modern organs in Japan. This moment is more than a repair. It is the beginning of something much larger. It is the moment when Japanese craftsmanship meets Western sound. And without knowing it, Torakusu Yamaha opens the door to a future that will one day include engines, racetracks, and distant roads. After this success, Torakusu Yamaha founds a company. Its name is Nippon Gaki. At this time, it has nothing to do with motorcycles, nothing to do with speed, helmets, or racing suits. It is a company dedicated entirely to music. They build pianos and organs. They craft tuning forks with precision. They shape wood, metal, and sound into instruments that can fill a room with emotion. This is why the Yamaha logo shows 3 tuning forks. They are not just a symbol. They represent the heart of the brand: music, craftsmanship, and engineering. 3 elements in harmony. Long before Yamaha touches the road, it shapes the air. Long before it builds engines, it builds resonance. Time passes. The world becomes darker. The Second World War begins. Japan is drawn deep into conflict. Factories across the country change their purpose. Production shifts from culture to survival, from music to war. Nippon Gaki is no exception. In the same buildings where pianos once sang, metal and machinery now take over. The sound of music is replaced by the noise of industry. But wars always end, and when this one does, Japan is left in ruins. Cities are destroyed. Factories are quiet. People need to rebuild not only their homes, but their lives. For companies like Yamaha, this is a moment of decision. What should they create in this new world? Music, machines, or something in between? The answer begins to take shape in 1955. That year, Yamaha Motor Company is officially founded. It is a separate branch from the musical instrument business, but it carries the same DNA. The first motorcycle is created. Its name is YA-1. It is small, light, and determined. It earns a nickname in Japan, the Red Dragonfly. The YA-1 is not just a product, it is a statement. Japan needs affordable, reliable transportation. Roads are rough, money is limited, but people need to move, to work, to trade, to live. The YA-1 enters racing competitions, and to the surprise of many, it wins, again and again. At that moment, Yamaha stops being just a name on musical instruments. It becomes a name whispered on racetracks, a name associated with precision, performance, and quiet confidence. Once more, Yamaha takes something apart, studies it deeply, and then rebuilds it. This time, not an organ, but the idea of what a small motorcycle can be by the late 1950s and early 60s. Japan is changing rapidly. Industry is growing. Cities are filling with movement, and Yamaha is ready to go beyond its borders. Yamaha motorcycles begin appearing across Asia. Then in Europe, Then in the United States, the company steps into a world of fierce competition. Honda is there, Suzuki is there, Kawasaki is there. Each brand has its own personality. Honda focuses on accessibility and practicality. Suzuki emphasizes lightness and agility. Kawasaki pushes raw power and speed. And Yamaha? Yamaha searches for something slightly different. Balance, harmony, a feeling. Riding a Yamaha is not just about going fast. It is about how the engine responds, how the frame moves under you, how the vibrations travel through your body. It is closer to playing an instrument than operating a machine. Naturally, a brand that understands rhythm and motion is drawn to racing. Over the decades, Yamaha claims victories in road racing, motocross, and rally raids. But one chapter stands out in the collective memory of riders around the world: MotoGP and a rider named Valentino Rossi. When Rossi and Yamaha come together, something special happens. It is more than a contract, more than a sponsorship. It is an alliance between a legend and a brand that understands flair, expression, and style. The blue Yamaha M1 with the iconic number 46 becomes a symbol. On Sunday, millions watch as this machine dances on the limit of physics, corner after corner, lap after lap. For Yamaha, racing is not only about winning trophies. It is a laboratory, a stage, a place where music, engineering, and courage meet. As the years pass, Yamaha designs bikes not just for racetracks, but for every kind of road and every kind of rider. First, the R-Series Pure Sport. The YZF R1 and R6 carry the spirit of racing into the everyday world. High revs, sharp lines, and precise handling. These are not just motorcycles. They are instruments tuned for the track. Then, the MT series appears. Yamaha calls it the dark side of Japan. MT-07, MT-09. Naked bikes with attitude. They are built for city nights, neon reflections, and sudden bursts of acceleration. They are less about top speed and more about character. And then there is Tenere, named after the Tenere Desert in the Sahara. This line carries the spirit of exploration. Endless dunes, dusty trails, long distances with no guarantees. Tenere is Yamaha's answer to a simple question: what if the road never ends? Through all of this, Yamaha remains unusual, because while building motorcycles, it never stops building instruments, pianos, guitars, synthesizers, drums, audio equipment. The same logo appears in living rooms, concert halls, recording studios, and garages. To some people, this seems strange. How can one company be both a symbol of music and a symbol of motorsport? But for Yamaha, the connection is simple. Sound is vibration. Movement is also vibration. Whether a string is vibrating in a piano or a piston is moving in a cylinder, the principle is the same. Yamaha does not only create objects, it creates experiences that move you, physically and emotionally. Ask Yamaha riders around the world what their bikes mean to them, and you will hear similar answers. They talk about reliability, of course, about smooth engines, about balance, but you will also hear another word: character. For some, their Yamaha is a daily partner, a machine that carries them to work and back home. For others, it is a secret door to freedom, a way to leave the noise of the world behind for a while. The sound of the engine, the feel of the handlebars, the rhythm of the road flowing beneath the wheels. In those moments, the line between rider and machine becomes thin. Just like a musician and their instrument, they begin to move as one. Today, the world is changing again. Cities are growing. Climate concerns are rising. Silence is becoming valuable. Electric mobility is no longer science fiction. It is here, and Yamaha is exploring this new frontier as well. Electric scooters, new concepts, and lightweight machines designed for modern urban life. But this brings up a difficult question. Without the familiar sound of an engine, can a Yamaha still feel like a Yamaha? Maybe the answer lies once again in music. Silence is also part of a song, a rest between notes, a space that gives meaning to the sound. Even without a loud exhaust, vibration remains. Acceleration remains. The feeling of motion, the confidence in the machine, the calm focus of the rider. These things do not depend on noise. Every journey begins with a question. Where am I going? But Yamaha's story suggests a different question. How do I want the journey to feel? From a quiet workshop repairing a broken organ to crowded racetracks under bright lights. From dusty desert trails to silent electric city streets. Yamaha has always been about vibration. The vibration of strings, the vibration of engines, the vibration inside the human heart when machine and rider finally connect. Maybe that is why Yamaha's slogan is simple, revs your heart. In the end, this is not just a company that builds instruments and motorcycles. It is a company that understands something quiet and powerful. That movement can be music, and that the road itself can be a song. This was the story of Yamaha, a brand born from sound, forged in hardship, refined on the road, and carried forward by riders all over the world.